Okay, I'm here. This week's episode of The Quad. It's actually pretty cold again tonight. I have no makeup on and I'm just here. I just finished my hair and I'm gonna try to get out the car as quickly as possible because my hair is still wet. And I'm gonna get pneumonia and die. Okay, so we start off with Ignorant Nigga. He's extra. Tonight he's dancing, twerking, blowing the whistle, and like Too Short. Like he was really giving a lot this evening. And then we pan over to Anika. She's showing around some students, and she got on this bad little outfit, this little, was it red and black? I think it was red and black. The waist cinching. She had the, what's the activity? What's the word I'm looking for? I'm not going to spend too much time on it. She had a very hourglassy ensemble, and it looked really good on her, and she really can wear any color. It was red, I remember, because lipstick and the shirt, and she was killing it. So they're talking about how clean they want to get the yard. We got this upcoming football game. She wants the folks to be able to eat steak off the bleachers, yada, yada, yada. We see Sydney. She's showing up for the volunteering to clean up the yard or whatever. She's got on this cute little ensemble, this little black and white ditty. And, yeah, she was not dressed to do what she came there to do. Kiara, apparently, is the girl who was first chair, but then she got swapped out for fourth chair or maybe she got swapped out for second chair. Anyway, little girl took her position as first chair. So Kiara was getting on my nerves this week. It's like, girl, it's not that serious. You couldn't cut it last week, so you got swapped. Just chill out. So then we pan over to coach of the football team. We just call him coach because I really don't know his name. He's sitting down for an interview. And I feel like I saw his legs and everything. I feel like I saw him sit down in a chair. And then when the camera, it was like we were watching it on this little phone screen. So we see him sit down in the chair on the phone screen, and then the camera pans out, and he's sitting behind the desk. And I'm like, how did we see him sit down? I don't know. But Taisha was the girl interviewing him. I've seen her on something before. I don't know what it was. I remember liking her on something else. I didn't care for her this episode. She was giving me a lot, and when she walked out the room, she was swinging too much. It was a lot going on with Taisha that I just was annoyed by. Okay, so then we see Anika Noni Rose, Dr. Fletcher again, and she's giving us waistline and cheekbones. And I'm like, I'm slain. I just can't. We're looking for a network deal. We want to get a network deal so that we can pop off and be able to pay our bills down to the school so our water won't be turned off anymore. And she's buttering up Coach. She's like, put in Bojan. Let's do this. If you put in Bojan, I promise we'll get a network deal. We won't have to worry about our jobs. She was real smooth with it. And so we whip around. She's coming back to her office. Her assistant is like, girl, I'm so sorry. Not girl, but ma'am, I'm so sorry. I'm late, yada, yada, yada. And Dr. Fletcher's like, are you having car trouble again? She's like, I am, but we gonna get it rectified. I've been stuttering a lot lately. I have a natural stutter that I have been able to control, but right now it's we're going through it, and so we're gonna have to ignore it. But so Dr. Fletcher is like, well, you take the company car, I'll take my car. She's like, no, I can't ask you to do that. She's like, girl, this will make me feel better because I need you to be here when I need you to be here, sis. We can't be doing this late thing. So anyway. Deputy DA is back, and she's still got that ice blonde hair swoop around the back, and she's, serving the girls. She came by to tell Dr. Fletcher that Cedric is free. Whippy, yay, let's celebrate Cedric is free, right? But while she's telling her that, Crazy Cutie sends her a sext, or just like a I don't want to call it a sext because it wasn't really nudity. I mean, if it were a woman's chest, it would have been nudity, but since it was a man's chest, it wasn't nudity. It was just a shirtless pic or whatever. But she gets up and she walks around to her desk, and the woman is talking to her. She's like, girl, hello, Earth to Eva, what's going on? And she's like, ooh, Lila, girl, I am so sorry, yada, 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 and they continue talking. But then it turns a little shady, and Lila's like, I am doing the best that I can, and yada. So Bojan's father comes by. Don't like him. He's racist. That was made very clear. We're going to try to get you out of, what was it, Black U is what he called the school or something like that. And Bojan is just not vibing with his daddy, and I'm not vibing with his daddy either. So then Jason Pitts comes through with the plates. He got a whole buffet. He out there looking like Drake he got his suit, and he's got an ensemble. Look like something you would have seen in the Tyler Perry movie, Paris in springtime. So then we flip back over to Cedric. Cedric and his mother are having some tensions. They're really, I mean, I would have felt some kind of way too if I was in jail for something that I did not do, and my mama has come all the way from, Timbuktu, and she only stayed for 2.5 minutes. Like, girl, what did you come for? You couldn't just Skype the lawyer and say, baby, we trying to get it together. Like, So I understood where Cedric was coming from, but then I understood where the mother was coming from with she got to go to work. She got to, make this money. But then she ends up offering to stay for a week, and Cedric is like, well, I thought you had to go to work. And I'm saying, like, I thought she had to go to work too. Now you can take off a week, but you couldn't stay more than 5 minutes with your boy? Okay. So anyway, he's like, I want to go home. Let's just get out of here. I don't have nothing but terrible memories here, yada, yada, yada. And his mom is like, we're not going to take you home because I wouldn't be doing my job as a mother if I let you quit school. And I'm like, there are other schools and other places. Can we revisit? Because he's not going to adjust well. And we see that, coming up, that he's not doing a good job adjusting. But, what happened? Oh, he's like, well, we can talk about it after the funeral. I just want to get back to the funeral. Find out the funeral was yesterday, and he missed it. So, the mom is like, Dr. Fletcher has been so gracious and so kind. She's held your dorm for you. She's held your work. The teachers are going to let you make up the work, yada, yada, yada. And he's just like, I don't give one. I don't. Like, I want to go home. Sick of it. And that would have been me. I wouldn't. Me and my mama wouldn't have been having the conversation because I've already been halfway home by the time she showed up at the jail to pick me up. But that's just me. So we get back to the room, and Cedric is shading male roommate. Male roommate doesn't know why. But I feel if it were me, I would have walked in the room and been like, so your daddy ain't helping me. Like, I walked in there like, so you sent your daddy to come tell me that I ain't worth, like, you sent your daddy to tell me that I'm trash and y'all recycling? Like, why would you, what's the point? So roommate feels kind of shaded, and he was being shaded, but he doesn't know why. He doesn't know his daddy went down to the jail and acted a fool like that. So then we get to Noni, who was the little girl. I only remember Noni now because Anika Noni Rose is in the show, but I'm gonna still call her a little girl because she's a baby. So we get there. She's not able to hit this step. It's swish, swish, drop down low, spin around, and land on your knee. She can't get the spin, so she can't get to the part where she lands on her knee. And everybody is all shook up about it. Oh God, she can't hit the move. A mess. So she goes to the band director's office. She's like, or I think he might have called her in there. And he's like, okay, so your first chair, and you can't hit this simple kickball change, like 1, 2, 3, like, come on, show me what you got. She's like, right here. And he's like, I really don't need you to be wasting my time. So she pulls out her saxophone and she's dun 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 dun. And I'm like, oh my God, this is gonna be stuck in my head for the rest of my life. And it is stuck in my head right now. So she doesn't hit the move. She stumbles. He gives her a box. He's like, create the balance. Like, what is this? Some kind of a New Balance ad? It sounds like a shoe commercial. But she gets up on the box, and again, dun 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 dun. She drops down. Now, if you could drop it like it's high atop a box, but you can't spin around, because I could drop it, and then I would be able to spin around. How is it that you can drop it, but you can't spin around? I'm lost. So anyway, she doesn't hit it. He's like, take the box with you, get it together. She doesn't get it together, but she takes the box with her, and we get to the dorms. She's out in the hallway at the dorms. Why are you not in your room, first of all? But she's out in the hallway at the dorms, and she's dun 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 dun. And I'm like, you really, as a former saxophonist, again, I played, hated it. But you don't have to. And I understand that it's a matter of you want to have the proper breath support and blah blah blah. But she did not have to be playing it aloud to do the moves. Get the move first, and then we'll add the breath support. But everybody's like, are you kidding me? I'm trying to go to sleep. I'm going to call the RN 15 minutes. RA, excuse me. Call the registered nurse. I'm going to call the RA in 15 minutes, and she's just like, dun, dun, dun. And it's like, oh my God. So she's doing all that. One of the girls comes out. She's like, I already got to share my dorm with these disgusting men because they closed down the men's dorm. And now I got to deal with you. I can't sleep. I ain't getting no sleep because of y'all. Y'all not going to get no sleep because of me. Like, that's what it was. So she got the girl's box, picked up little girl's box. Little girl's like, put my box down. Put it down. But obviously not going to do nothing. So the girl takes the box. She throws it outside. Me, I would have took the saxophone, swung it upside her head. Saxophones are heavy. It would have hurt. I would have gone to jail. But I would have. So the little girl just goes back out where the girl threw the box and proceeds to dun 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 dun. Like, just drop and spin. Drop and spin. That's all you have to do, sis. It's easy. I can't dance, but I can do that. So anyway, Sydney's not volunteering. The mother is just like, where's my daughter? Daughter's not here. The man who's over the volunteering is like, I haven't seen her in a couple hours. So the phone is ringing. Crazy Cutie's on the line. She's ignoring him. All of that's happening. She's busy. Like, why are you calling her? She's the president of... Anyway, so the band director is, like, mad because Noni is not able to hit the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I can't. It's stuck. So she can't hit it. She gets switched back. Kiera, or whoever I said she was, she's back into first position. And, little girl is in plie somewhere. Like, she's not in the position that she was in. So, dang, where am I? Oh, band director is like, I'm sick of y'all not doing what I need y'all to do. Y'all are here acting a fool. And then he's like, he has like a mini stroke or something. He's like, ah! And I don't know, something weird happened. And it was subtle enough to where the band didn't know what was going on, but the music was playing and it was dramatic. So he like having a stroke or whatever. So, Anika Noni Rose, what is her name? Dr. Fletcher gets over to Crazy Cutie. I think it's Jason. We're going to stick with Crazy Cutie. Gets over to his apartment. He's like, hey, girl, what's up? You want some tea? You want to sit down? You know, I'm through with my classes for the day. She's like, we are breaking up. I'm trying to get it back together with my fam. He's like, yeah, you keep saying that, but then you get horny and you want to come over. So, I mean, you could say we broke up, but we ain't really break up. That's how Crazy Cutie was, like, taking it. And she's like, okay, well, whether you leave the school or not, that's on you. It ain't got nothing to do with me. He opens the door. He's like, fine, bye. So then she gets in the car. She's on her way to work, I guess, the next day. And little man walks up to the window and is like, are you Eva Fletcher? Yes. That's how you know she's not black. Because the immediate thing, the first thing I would have said was, who are you? Who this? New phone. Who this? But she says she's Eva Fletcher. And he hands her a little envelope, takes a picture, you've been served. Obviously, it's divorce papers. She opens it up, big reveal, divorce papers. Shook. Not really. So, then we get over to the game. So I guess she was going to the game. But we get over to the game. Male roommate is finding out his daddy just ain't worth nothing. His daddy is really trash. And, yeah. So, not the recycling we thought he was. But, then we find out Bojan is not going to be the one playing, you know, in the game, like, the main fellow. I don't know sports, so I just don't know. Estranged husband, she calls him. She's on the Bluetooth phone call, and she said, it's me again. I just want you to know that you are a piece of shit coward who will be living in a studio apartment by the time I get through with you. And she hangs up and she's like, you won't answer my calls, so I'm finally going to leave you this message. Like, girl, he don't want to talk to you. He don't care what you think, but okay, studio apartment. So, Eva hops out the MF and Porsche, and she's giving you maroon. And she walks up to Sydney, and she's like, is that alcohol in your cup? Sydney is like, not saying nothing or whatever. And she's like, you, the day before yesterday, had alcohol poisoning. And today, you are drinking alcohol? And Sydney's like, I didn't say it was alcohol. Give her, you know, she's being real jazzy, as Jazz Ray Cole would be. And, Eva's like, look, listen, after the semester, you can go live with your punk ass daddy, because I don't care about y'all no more. Like, I don't care. Get out my house. Get up and out of my home. Get out of my Caucasian home, is what Eva said. But then she's walking around with these little prep students, and she's giving body. She's giving a look. She's giving maroon, and it's got like a little tassel over the cleavage, and it's giving cinched waist, and she's stomping, and she's like, it's amazing. Like, Anika Noni Rose is so sickening. Sickening. Speaking of sickening, I'm going to talk about Star in just a second. Hold on. But, let me see. Cedric Diggory gets over to the grave site, and he drops off some flowers and a teddy bear, and he's feeling real mighty low. Mighty low. But then we get back over to the game. Coach is like, Bojan, you know, make these last 2 minutes count or whatever. But then Bojan and the other guy take the field at the same time, and everybody's like, what? And Bojan is like, what? And everybody's just shook. But then quarterback fellow black dude wins the game. Like, Bojan fumbled, black dude picked up the slack, and they got out there. So I'm hoping that this means they're gonna work together. His daddy comes around that corner after the game, they in the back, and his daddy looked very much like he was finna hit him. And I'm like, is he finna hit Bojan? Now, I generally don't ride for anybody who's not my fave, so... But I'm like, don't hit Bojan. He's been nothing but sweet. He's been kind. Don't treat him this way. And he doesn't hit him, but he does choke the crap. He gathers him up and has him all up on the... It was a mess. I didn't care for it personally. And then, We get to the after party, the after brunch or whatever. Jason Pitts swings by, and he's got the stripper girls. And they look, they look like they could be stripper girls, but then they also look like they could be the business students that they want to be. So, because I forgot to say, Jason Pitts had asked Eva if she could help out with the late registration, Kanye West, with the stripper girls down to the club. So anyway, then we see Cedric's mother, and Cedric sitting in the dorm room because apparently she got all this off time she can take. She got sick days and things that she can take now all of a sudden. And they watching the game, and Gam, you done won, and we repping Gam, we repping Gam, and I'm just like, no, really, I'm just like, so at what point were you able to just take off work like this? And then I was expecting her to sing like, we repping Gam you. Like, I thought she was finna like make a hit song out of it, the way she was acting. And the way that Demetria always slides her vocals into it. But anyway, we get by, we swing by Crazy Cutie's home. And she attacks him with her lips and whatnot. And she's like, do you love me? And immediately, I thought of Countess Vaughn's hit song, Do You Love Him? Wifey. If you've never seen it, please go look it up. It's the greatest. It's a cinematic masterpiece. It's a vocal masterpiece. Like, she should have won Grammys and Oscars because it's good. Anyway, so she's like, do you love me? And like I said, automatically I hear, don't walk away from me. Like in my head, because Countess Vaughn, she's in there. But then I'm like, but sis, the question is, do you love him? Because you flirting with the coach, you flirting with Jason Pitts, you want your husband, you want Crazy Cutie. Now, all of these men are pretty cute. I don't remember what the husband looks like, but I was looking at the coach tonight, and I was like, maybe. So they all pretty cute. Just find somebody. But let's not get into another scandal about sleeping with the students. Let's not do that. Anyway, that's all. I'm gonna have to speed this up because I don't want to do 2 separate uploads. I want one. And also, I'm cold, so I'm gonna hurry up and discuss Star very quickly, and then I'm going back in the house. Peace.